Hi everyone! Happy Friday and happy International Hermit and Stitch Weekend. I have already done my grocery shopping for the week. I am not leaving this house. I am going to sit down after I get all this done and stitch to my little heart's content, and I am not leaving until Monday when I have to go back to work. Well, I'll leave on Sunday when I go to church and then go over to Mom and Dad's house for dinner, but I'm not leaving the house otherwise. So, how has your week been? Mine's been good. Mine has been good. I guess, I've got stuff piled up all around me. Princess has heard me starting to talk, so she has come in to say hello and what are you doing and why are you not paying any attention whatsoever to me. But, let's jump right in with the progress report. So, I managed another week of writing down what I was going to work on. Well, writing down what I worked on when I worked on it. So there's my little look at the calendar. I know you guys are all thrilled to death to see that I actually did some stitching on any given day. Let me grab my bit of cardboard over here so that things don't show through. Alright, so, now I've covered up my notes. This is not going to work. Cardboard, notes on top. Alright, so the first thing I worked on was last Sunday, and I sat down to give Celtic Christmas a little bit of love. Let's turn her around. And I must say I didn't work on her a whole lot. I filled in all this down here into the bottom as far as it goes. I filled in all of this little dark right in here. And as you can see, I came across and started to fill in some around here. It'll get all swirly where the gold will go. So I just did a little bit of that. I did one length, well, 6 lengths of floss, but when I pull it off of the skein, it's just, 1, 2, 3 snip. And so I put all of that into the project on Sunday. I would have done a little bit more, but as I was stitching along, I was just getting sleepier and sleepier, and I decided I'd better stop before I do something bad that means Mr. Frog gets to come and visit my house. So I didn't do a whole lot of work on that, but I did do a little bit of something. The other project that I worked on Sunday is my at church project. And so this is Bloom Where God Plants You by My Big Toe Designs. And this pattern was gifted to me by my pen pal from Stitch from Stash. Let's put that over there so it is in a safe place. And I worked on this. Whoops, it's going to slip out of my hands. This project I worked on just while I was at church on Sunday. Got part of the border in, that first little flower curl, and a little bit of the border. Anyway, so that was pretty good, I thought. Stitched along pretty good. I only wanted a... It was funny because when I was doing the math to calculate the size of the fabric that I needed to cut, I did it for a 28 count piece of fabric, and then I cut it and was looking back at it again, and I'm like, no, this is a 32 count fabric. So, well, I just wasted a little bit of fabric, but I suppose that'll be all right in the end. And I don't have a needle minder on this. I need to go and choose a needle minder so I don't lose something in the pew that comes along and pokes the next person's nether regions, I guess. There we go. Put that there. So that is what else I worked on. Okay, then the other day, here is, it was crafty stitching night with 2 of my girlfriends. So I've been working on this, and you guys have all been watching me work along on this. So this is a kit by RTO. This is what she's supposed to look like. And I have finished all of the main stitching, so I am working on the back stitching. And while at crafty stitching night, I got all of the back stitching done on Mr. Dragon. I don't know if it's showing up that great in the light. You can definitely see it there on his wings. There's not a lot to see. Well, you can kind of see there on his scales and his tail. I got the princess's crown done and the outline around her face and down on her foot. So I still need to do her dress, her hair, her dress, her hair, her eyes, her hands, and the little bunny rabbit. So there you go. I am chugging away on that, making some good progress. Maybe if I sit down tonight while this is uploading and work on the back stitch for that, I can have it done. Get myself another couple of dollar credit on Stitch for Stash. And last of all, my project that I am that has been taken to work, so my work project. The last time I stitched on this would have been in 2013, right after the series finished up, and I left off kind of in the middle of the post office. So this week I added the whole side of the house there where the windows are not, part of the garland there on the bottom, and some snow underneath the house. So I will hopefully next week finish up with the roof on the house and the windows, and there's a little bit of the candy cane striping across the top. And then I will be done with that portion. So hopefully this upcoming week I'll have enough time to get those little things done while I'm on my break, on my lunch break at work. Get that taken care of. This is a, what is this? This is a 32 count linen something or another in the color Haven. It's not showing up in the screen. But it is a lightly blue and white mottled, absolutely beautiful. But there are bits where it's like lightly purple, and I absolutely love it. It's really, really gorgeous. Having a great time with this project again. I think letting it sleep for, oh goodness, 4 years was probably a good idea. So there we go. Let's pull up my thing and check things off. Celtic Christmas, Bloom, Backstitch Tell Me a Story, and Santa's Village. Alright, so let's move on to the next little bit of stuff that got a lot of time this week, and we'll have a look at some of my sewing silliness. Let's see. Monday when I got home from Shepherd's Bush after doing that big old trekkaroonie, I sat down and worked on some of my project bags. So here's a little clip of what I did on Saturday. Hi guys, hope you're having a wonderful time. It's still me, still the same day that I went to Shepherd's Bush, but now we're going to talk sewing silliness, and I'll just go over some of my sewing projects that I've been working on. I've had a pile of project bags all cut out and ready to go, but they've been sitting around in one form or another just waiting for me to get after them. So today I came home and I did all of the machine quilting on all of them. So the first one I attacked, you can't even see it, so I'll show you on the inside. But this is a little pansy bag that I made for myself, with this wonderful bright yellow interior, and so you can see the machine quilting that I did on it on the interior, so that'll be a really fun one. Pansies, of course, my absolute favorite, as you guys are well aware. Oh, here's a safety pin in this one that I haven't pulled yet. Uh-oh, that would not be good. Here's another one. Alright, I'll put that to the side. So here is my another one that I came home and machine quilted, a purple top with a different pansy print, and you can see better where I quilted that one and this one. There are some blue lines because I drew lines on it, and I haven't gotten to washing all those off. I was trying to play with my other machine. It does fancy stitches, so I put a line right here down the middle where I want to do some fancy stitches of some sort right there before I sew it up. This one has just a plain old boring, well, I used some leftover fabric up here for the fronts, but back here it's just plain old boring yellow liner. Let's see, I did the machine quilting on this little guy. Pansies and daffodils. I can't see, what can you see? Anyway, it's really cute. This one I am going to do the single zip method, where you just put one zipper here and do that one. And plus I've got a tab handle all ready to go for it. And I know the zipper for this one is on this desk somewhere. I just haven't found it. Otherwise I just need to put the zipper on, turn it inside out, put this little tabby thing where it needs to go. And I'll have a smaller one, a little bag ready to go. Where is I? Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and waste your time looking for the silly zip dooha. Okay, so the last one that I worked on today is these wonderful neon psychedelic pansies. And so I quilted it back and forth. You can't really see the quilting. You can kind of see one of the lines that I drew on. Let's open it up. You'll be able to kind of see the... Anyway, I decided to do a lovely lavender with white dots lining, and it's just so cheerful and fun. And here's a little clip sort of thing. I did a shorter clip on it so I can clip it onto my purse or clip it onto, you know, other things. So I've been kind of playing with ways to attach project bags to some things. I have an extra purse strap hanging around here somewhere that I can play with. And then I got into my fun button collection and sewed a pansy button and a couple other little random buttons on there for decoration. I'm going to go back and add another one or two little buttons just to cheer it up. And then the last thing I sewed up, I didn't do all the sewing myself. Liesl is a really great machine quilter. Her machine actually works like it's supposed to, whereas mine does not. And so she had taken the cowboys home. So here's the cowboy bag. It goes like this. It's like I said, I was playing with D-rings and loop-er-doos to try to figure out, you know, ways that I can attach it to like a purse or something to carry. So I have like, did I just say that I have an extra purse strap? Anyway, I think I did. I have like an extra purse strap so I can hook that to these, and I've been playing and experimenting, which is why these are way much taller than I initially had thought they would be, but you know, I just don't measure very well. Anyway, so Liesl, upside down, did the machine quilting around the cowboys. I don't know if you can see that she outlined the aloe plant, and outside the cowboy, outlined the cowboy, outlined the truck. So this dude on front here, this is Travis, and she did the same thing on the back. So this guy, this is Sebastian, and this guy down here, this is Edward. You only get half his face. The other half of his face is in the seam, so he's really looking after the stitching supplies. So there's my funky cowboys and trucks project bag. I turned it the wrong way. It goes this way. So now Travis is upright. Anyway, so those are the project bags, and you can see I got into the buttons and sewed a couple of buttons just here on the front. So that is that. And that's my sewing project. So that's it for Sewing Silliness this month. So after I filmed that clip, I kept working on the project bags a little bit because I have quite a few of them cut out and in various stages of put-togetherness. So let's see. I finished later this week. So the first one, oh, where was I? I think I finished this one first. Another pansy bag with the fun things, yellow zipper. I decided had a little bit of leftover ribbon. I don't know where it came from. So I threaded it through the zipper pull. These are all buttons that have come in. Just Another Button Company has the Button of the Month Club. So I signed up for a year of that. And so these are all the purple ones came together, and the pink one. Actually, the pink one came with the purple stuff. And I find that I really like these little lanyard clips sewn on like this for my project bags. I'm enjoying that. So there is one of the bags that I finished. And then I was reading a I watched a video on how to do, like, make a flat bottom bag. So I had these pansies sort of halfway put together. You can see there's pansies and daffodils. So I paid attention, followed the instructions, and managed to make me a flat bottom bag out of this little guy. He's tiny. He uses the loop zipper method. So there's both the ends are down here, and you can see it's kind of looped up here. I went ahead and put another little bit of ribbon through there. This one's a lot smaller because you are limited by the size of the zipper. So basically, your whatever the length of your zipper is, divide that in two. Well, actually, it's the length of the zipper minus an inch, divide by 2, and that's about your as big as your bag will get. You can find online places that will sell you a 72-inch zipper, but I haven't bought one yet. Anyway, and so then I ended on this little, like a wrist strap and the lanyard catch for this little bag. So I thought that turned out cute. Sewed on some more buttons from my Just Another Button Company button of the month thing. So there are those. I got word that January's buttons had shipped. So I'll probably get those Monday or Tuesday, something like that. So that'll be fun. And then, since I was so pleased with how that flat bottom bag turned out, I had already had this one cut out with the purple top and the, what did I do? Neutral zipper and a thing. You can see my white chalk line still on here. I was going to take my other sewing machine and do some like fancy flower stitches across the top here. But there's something wrong with the tension on the machine because it kept knotting and getting all messed up underneath where the bobbin threads are. So I need to figure out how to adjust the tension and get that fixed. But anyway, so here you see it's my another flat bottom bag. It's not very big, but it's perfectly usable for like one of your smaller projects or one that has, oh, come on brain, like the half-size Lizzie Kates. So a pattern that is not a full paper, but is like a half sheet of paper. So I worked on those. Put those down here for now. Whoops. Come on, guys. Cooperate. And then as I was still working through my selection of bags and stuff that needed to be finished up, I finished sewing up, put the zipper on, finished, got the backing in here for this little Christmas bag. I need to pin it and get it all quilted up so it can be finished. And then there's this other little bag that I did. I love these tiny squares. Sort of offset them, kind of subway tile a little bit. I tried to go for like the random looks so the colors weren't too close together, but as you can see, sometimes there's just no avoiding it. But anyway, so that one's a cute one. It's kind of wide, but just sort of working with what I had as far as the little charm squares went. So those are 2.5-inch charm squares that I've sewn together, and these are 5-inch. I think 5-inch, 5.5-inch charm squares. Anyway, something like that. So they were from this stuff. This stuff is a recent one. This stuff is from a line that was released 5-6 years ago, something like that. So that is what I have been working on with Sewing Silliness. And then ones that I haven't shown you but are in progress in one way or another. I have 2 more pansy bags that I'm working on. Different fabric from the couple pansy bags that I showed you, so different pansies, so working on those, and one Halloween bag that I made with like the 10-inch layer cake squares left over from a different project. So that is my crazy I spent 2-3 days just sewing because I felt like it when I got home from work. So yeah, I did that, had a lot of fun, made a lot of bags. I don't know what I'm going to do with all the bags, but I sure did have fun putting them together. So I mentioned somewhere in there, oh yeah, when I came home from Shepherd's Bush. So yeah, let's have a look at all of the Stashquisitions. So, yeah, Monday, my best friend Liesl and I, we headed on up to Shepherd's Bush. We were there for a long time. Let's look at the clip I filmed when I got home. Hi guys, back from our crazy trip to Shepherd's Bush this afternoon. Lisa and I had a great time while we were up there. I think we spent like an hour and a half just puttering around the store looking at everything. It's really nice to go up there with a fellow stitcher because you're not really rushed. When you go with people who aren't stitchers, they kind of sit and look at their watch and tap their toes and, you know, they want you to get out of there. So I went a little crazy nuts, I have to admit. My Stitch for Stash budget is pretty much blown for the next 8 months, and Stitch for Stash A is only running for 6, so oh well. It happens. I start off with so much good intentions and then I just see things that I really enjoy. So I've got it spread all over the desk and we'll just sort of go through it a bit at a time and fun, right? Right. So the first thing I picked up is this adorable flag of stars from Bent Creek. And they had, this version is kitted up. So it came with the, they did it with pearl cotton. I think this is number 5. Yeah, it's either a 5 or an 8. It's pretty fine. And a big old chunk of linen. So I picked that cute thing up. So I'm all ready to start my 4th of July stitching. Any moment now, any minute now, I can start it. Let's see. Next, I'm still feeling the Christmas spirit because I'm crazy like that and I love Christmas all year long. And so I picked up the Lizzie Kate Inspirational Boxer that has some linen in it, like the boxers do, and there's the, oh, there they are. Over here in the Awesome Glare are the buttons that come with it. But anyway, so here's Come Let Us Adore Him from Lizzie Kate. And while I was there, I picked up some of the flosses for it, at least the ones that I knew I didn't have. So just, you know, I won't make you look at them, every single one. But there are the weak dye works that I know I didn't have for Come Let Us Adore Him. Let me organize these just a little bit, put them right there. Next up, they had their spring and Valentine's Day displays up, and honestly, when they have the seasonal displays up, that's just usually what really gets me, because they arrange it so nicely, they feature patterns you haven't seen before, and they usually have things all put together, all kitted up, so it's just ridiculously easy for you to grab the thing and go. So one of the things I grabbed to go that was, you know, kitted up quite nicely was a Year in Chalk February, so You Hold My Heart. It gets to be about this time in January and I go crazy and I start stitching Valentine's Day stuff, even though I hate Valentine's Day. But anyway, so here's hands-on design. Here's the pattern. Pattern is the word I'm looking for. And they had the fabric all prepared, ready to go, bundled up super cute and nicely. And then I picked up the chalk and the tea rose. And I swear I bought 2 of the chalks, but I can't find it. It's got to be in here somewhere. Who knows? Or they thought that my bamboo was chalk, and I don't know. There was a little bit of confusion when I was checking out. Plus, they had several different frames all prepped and ready to go in the size for season in a year in chalk, the seasons in chalk. So I bought this one because there were quite a few of these that I liked while they were being released last year. I don't know that I'll buy every single one of them. I probably will buy, you know, maybe one here and one there. But, you know, a good old frame to put them in. It's white. I'll have to get different foam core. Comes with the foam core so I can lace it and pin it and to my little heart's content. So that is that. And then the last batch of fun that I've got is their spring trifles. This one done up super cute. I'll just show you the very top so you can't see the pattern, but I got the ribbon for finishing and the beads for finishing, as you can see that they've done here. Plus they had the fabrics. There's the soft pink that you can see right at the front, and then in the middle here's the blue and the green for the other two patterns. So there are those. Plus I bought all the various flosses for the trifles, I don't know. The cute shepherd's bush design. Whoops, let's see, I sealed that up. Anyway, put everything back in there so it's all together. So I think after I do this, that should be a super fast, easy stitch. Should be in the operative word. I want to know how come for Stitch for Stash I don't get credit for the stuff that I've spent. So I know how if I stitch up all of this stuff, then I should get the same back as that I put out, right? Right? Anyway, so there's the trifles. And then when I was back there in November, I picked up a very cute pattern that was the 13th Article of Faith. And so I got the little cut of fabric to do that one, because I think that will be my next church stitch, as I'll start working on that in church, which is, you know, very appropriate. So that'll be my church stitch. I think I got the fibers and everything for that when I was there. And then in the category of random, and I certainly don't need it, but I'm buying it anyway, I bought this darling little mix of tiny buttons. I love these tiny buttons. I've started stitching random buttons on things. So these, let's see, these are the rose sampler pack in the pinks and the reds. And then I got this fun little needle minder, which is, you know, the roses and sheet music. Yeah, roses and sheet music behind there. So that is what I went absolutely positively crazy with while I was at Shepherd's Bush. So while I'm here talking to you, let's look at things that have come in the mail for the past couple of days. One of which is the fabric of the month from Under the Sea Fabrics. I had to think about it a minute. And the fabric that came this month is Keone. And it is a lovely soft lilac with little bits. Sometimes these read as gray, sometimes they read as a little dark purple. But really a gorgeous cut of fabric, Keone. And so I was really pleased to open that up. I opened it up over at Mom and Dad's house because she still sends stuff to Mom and Dad's house. I've tried to change my address, been unsuccessful, but that's okay. Mom and Dad, they know I stitch, and so they just put it aside. And so I was opening it up and looking at it, and I'm going, ooh, ooh, pretty, and they're all, well, it's purple, of course you like it. And I'm like, no, 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 it's a mystery. I never know what I'm going to get. So that is that. And then I have one last little package from, let's make sure, yeah, from Delicious Threads. I hadn't opened yet, so you get to have the full experience here with scissors and everything. I haven't decided if I should count these few things from Delicious Threads for Stitch from Stash, because I me pleased on them in December. But Jen, she had taken a sabbatical during December, and so it wasn't until January when she got back and checked them off and I sent her money. So it's kind of one of those, I tried to spend the money in December but didn't actually manage to spend it until January. I can talk, I can think. Yeah, that's the problem. Alright, so these are adorable. So since it was December, I picked up a couple of little wooden minders with, you know, Christmas things. So the other one, Jingle Bells, and 'Tis the Season to Be Jolly. And then this one made me laugh. Normal people scare me. How many of us are really truly normal? Nobody. But anyway, it's an adorable, adorable sentiment. So those are my 3 more minders from Delicious Threads. And there was a whole lot more that I liked that I wanted to me please on, but then I got lost and I lost track of how many things I liked and wanted, and so I just stuck with these 3 with the full intent to go back and order a whole heap more, because she had just really wonderful, fantastic things. So Delicious Threads. And there's her information down there, website, Facebook group. So you guys can go and look at all of her wonderful, wonderful treasures. Add them to your thing. Come on, brain, operate. Add them to your collection of needle minders. Put them on your work. Have a great, great time with them. These are great. Probably, well, not probably, going to order some more, since my Stitch from Stash budget for January is completely out the window. Just gone. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, so yeah, went way over the bucket. Way, way over the limit. Stitch from Stash, my budget is completely blown through, like, for the next 8 months. Even with the credits that I have already put together. So that just out the window. So anyway, I have received a few other things in the mail. So we'll start with the pile as always. This denotes Fabric of the Month Club from Fabrics by LJ. And this is called Resolution. How appropriate for the beginning of the new year. Let's take the fabric sheet out because I don't like them. And let's see. I don't know that I've seen a lot of, well, I'm 2.5, 3 days behind on FlossTube, so let's see. This is, it's a golden, it's a golden brown. It's nice, I guess. It's not a color that I normally buy, which I have noticed while I was sorting through my fabrics the other day, that I do not have a whole lot of neutral colors. So I probably, well, we got to get back on this Stitch from Stash bandwagon again, even if the budget is blown. Anyway, and think about maybe acquiring a few more neutral colored, neutral toned linens. So there's that, 32 count linen. What arrived next? Actually, they all arrived on the same day, so there's no real next. This is from, oh, So Much to Love. Empty that out. Let's put that over there. Lots of crinkling, you guys. I'm sorry. I should have planned ahead a little bit, but nope. Planning ahead, not allowed. I just love how she packages these things with her stickers and her handmade with love. Super adorable. Alright, let's slide this out because a couple of the things that I bought are trapped in here. So we've got her, she had these adorable Santa birdies, needle minders. I'm holding him by his feet, so that's why it doesn't look like he has feet. But which is funny because I don't normally go for the giant bejeweled needle minders, but I really liked him, so he had to come home with me. Let's open this little bag up. I should plan ahead. She had this adorable little owl charm. Let's see, is it face? It's kind of focused on that. If I put it in front of my face, it does. Anyway, he is adorable. I think I might tie him onto one of my bags. Super cute. I mean, just adorable. So, so cute. Anyway, so there he is. Let's see, there's my receipt and stuff. That there. And the real reason that I wandered over there, you guys are going to be so surprised, is she had found this giant pansy fabric and made a whatever this thing is. So a project bag. So I had to get the project bag with the monster pansy fabric. I love it so much. Love, love, love it so, so much. Anyway, So Much to Love. That's probably why. So it's really well done. Cute, cute, cute. Zigzagged on the seams. Anyway. So there we go. So that is the acquisitions from So Much to Love. Put that here. And then also that arrived that day was from, oh, this is Stitch and Frog. So Stitch and Frog I ordered while I was still in Arizona before Stitch from Stash started. And that was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's like the other day, and I'm not entirely sure what it is that I ordered. Is that everything? That appears to be everything. All right, put that over there. Invoice over there. So I picked up Water Lily. This is the last Pixie that I didn't own until she released the other two just the other day. So there's 2 I don't have, and Tiger Lily. Do not have Tiger Lily, much to my great sadness. Great sadness. Because she was having, the mirrors were on sale. Anyway, I picked up Oh Christmas Tree, this adorable little kit from Lizzie Kate. I love the Oh Christmas Tree pattern. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I picked up Mary Mary, this really cute, come on focus, you can do it, there it goes. This really cute, it's a small Christmas ornament, that's what I'm trying to say. Christmas ornament. Right there. Finally picked up I Belong to the Cross Stitch Nation, which I always sing to the beat of Rhythm Nation. You know, Janet Jackson from like 100 years back in the day. We belong to the Rhythm Nation. I belong to the Cross Stitch Nation. Same beat. Have to sing it along. Anyway, so there you go. Cute, cute, cute. Love it, love it, love it. And then Little House Needleworks, One More Stitch. Abby Bella Stitch, she finished this up the other day. When I ordered this, I couldn't figure out why this pattern was so expensive. It was $28, and then it came and I'm like, oh, it was all kitted up. I didn't even notice that all the flosses were included in that. So there you go. Sometimes I am not the most observant of people. And then in here is the main reason for the order. Is I ordered all of the silks and the button pack for Miss Christmas Eve. I really want to start her. I want to start her right now. Right now! So there is that. That was my Stitch and Frog order. Man, I've got stuff all over the place. Let's put these back here so that it's neatish, because there's really no neat at all. Alright, so that's everything on the first page of stuff, so let's go ahead and turn the page here. Alright, the last thing I ordered came from the French Needle. They carry an assortment of patterns is the word I'm looking for. They carry an assortment of patterns from French designers and this and that and the other. And so as you can see here, I ordered ABC Patisseries, or pastry ABCs. I was really excited to get this because the French websites I've been looking at, they wanted like shipping 20, 40 euro, really a lot of money to ship it overseas. But the French Needle is based in MD, Maryland. And so I was excited because shipping $7, a little steep, but not too bad. The problem is they sent me the wrong pattern, guys. This is not the pattern I ordered. This is Le Grand ABC's Audrey. It's not patisseries. There are absolutely no cute little French pastries at all. There's kind of an overview of what it got. So I've sent them an email. I said, hey, I need to send this back to you. Can you send me the right pattern? And they said, oh yes, so-and-so will be getting in touch with you really, you know, right away. And I haven't heard yet back from so-and-so who was so-and-so, you know, being the name of the person who was going to get back to me and not the name of the the British website that sells Lowry stands. So there is that. Speaking of which, for the Lowry stands, I ordered one way back on like the Black Friday weekend. I think I ordered it actually Cyber Monday, something like that, because they were having a sale, and I've really been thinking about a Lowry stand, and so the bits shipped right away. So I ordered the extender bar. I ordered the little daisy thing where you can put your notions in right easily, and I ordered the this thing. That's upside down. Is it? No, this is right side up. Anyway, this thing for long scroll frames to help, you know, balance things out with the long scroll frames. And so those came about December 14th, something like that. The Lowry shipped on, the stand itself shipped on the 8th, and it took forever and ever and ever to get here, and I was starting to have my doubts. And if you were in Stitch Mania, you saw me post, I wasn't sure if it hadn't been delivered or if it had been delivered and had been stolen off of my my porch. I wasn't sure. It was reassuring to find out that somebody else had talked to them and their stand had shipped on the same day as mine, but the courier delivered it to the wrong place and processing, and it got sent back and forth. Anyway, the Lowry stand has arrived. It's over here in the corner. You can see the head. Yep, right there. Anyway, so it's just sitting over here in the corner because I wanted that to stitch in here in the craft room. I have a Stitchmate. I love the Stitchmate. The Stitchmate is not portable, so it's just a pain in the butt if I want to sit in here and stitch to go drag the Stitchmate out of the living room and bring it in here, or, you know, vice versa. It just doesn't work very well. What are you doing, cat? All right. Anyway, so that's why I wanted the Lowry. So it finally was delivered on Tuesday, and I spent Tuesday night putting it together, and, you know, I put the long arm on, I put the short arm on, I put the long arm on again. I think we're back to the short arm. But I knew in here I wouldn't be using it exactly the way that it was meant to be used, because there's no sofa, there's no giant chair to slide the foot plate under. So I talked to my sister who's over at Mom and Dad's house, and I'm like, hey, what's the biggest kettlebell that we have? So I thought I'd just throw the kettlebell on the base, that'll take care of it. It'll be 30 pounds, it'll not be a problem. So I got the weight and brought it over tonight and set it down. I don't know, maybe some shoes that are a little bit more sparkly. Yeah, sparkly. Maybe not so much sparkly. It is winter after all. I really should be wearing something that's more of a boot. Who am I kidding, guys? We all know that I am a jeans and purple kind of kid. So there you go. I got the weight for the Lowry stand, and it seems to be doing really good. It might wiggle a little bit, but looks good to me. So with that, I have got out my Q-snaps, and I am trying to, I've put Gypsy Mermaid on them, and I've got her so she's not all tensioned up right now. You can see it's really wobbly, and I just need to, but you guys, it's driving me crazy trying to get things on square and far enough away from where I want to stitch. They're really, really tight. I put them on, I take them off, I put them on, I take them off. I bend my fingernails back, they break. I just, I don't know. I'm trying to decide if this was a good idea or not, because I am not enjoying trying to learn how to put something on a Q-snap. And I understand it's probably just mostly experience and knowing what to do and practice and doing it more than once, when I normally just do it once in a blue moon. What are you doing, cat? Anyway, So, so there's that. So hopefully I'll be able to figure out how to get the Q-snaps lined up and that Gypsy Mermaid squared away on the Q-snaps with enough room for me to stitch where I'm going. I really want to work on her this weekend for International Hermit and Stitch Weekend. So that is an end to all of the stashquisitions. Well, hello there. So let's take a moment and I will read to you all of the FlossTube newbies. It's time for the shout outs. Woot woot! Alright, so in no particular order, we have Louise Fox, who is a new stitcher. She is hailing from England. In her first video, she shared us some of her first stitches with us, including a lovely fox bookmark project. All of the ones that she shows us are really quite small, and she's on to several more videos as she goes along. And I think in the last one, she had started a little bit of a larger project and was a little unsure with the colors between the kit and stuff. But she's delightful. Give her a view. Then we have Thomasina Taylor from TT Creations, and she is planning on working on 17 projects for 2017. She showed a couple of her finishes and a couple of the whips. So she started the project and has finished a couple of them. And I love her finish on the Merry and Bright from Frosted Pumpkin, which was one that was released just at the end of last year. And all of you stitched it because I saw it and it's beautiful. Mischievous Stitches. She gives us bits of an intro, and she shared us a lovely framed piece from Plum Street Samplers. I didn't quite catch the name of the piece, but it was lovely. It was gorgeous, and so I enjoyed watching her. I was doing some work, so I kind of was watching her out of the corner of my eye while I was at work. Anyway, nattering on. So go give Mischievous Stitches a look. Then we have Yvonne, the Night Owl Stitcher. She also shares us some of her finishes that she is currently displaying for winter, so you know, snow in January and wintry themed things. She had a lot of beautiful, beautiful stitching. Confetti Stitcher. She shares her finishes from the past couple of years and gives an intro to herself. Oh, she's done the Dimensions kit that is the candy cane Santa. You know, Santa at the tree. You're like looking through the window at Santa and he's got the candy cane in his hand. And that's just a piece that I love. Every time I see it, I keep thinking, there's too much to do in this world and I want to do it all. And I don't know how I'm going to manage to do it all. But anyway, cute girl. Alrighty. And then Jody Smith, who is the Unconventional X-Stitcher. She loves large designs, and she shows us how she sorts some of her flosses. And I was working again, so I kind of got lost in the middle of it, but I just know that she just kind of went on a lovely ramble about stitching and moving and this and that and the other and starting a business, and they moved, you know, back into the city from, I guess, being not out of the city. And I wrote down here in my quotes, it's probably an offense to all Aussies, but I just wrote down that she's so Aussie. So Aussie. Anyway, enjoyed them. So go check them out, give them some love. And shout outs taken care of. All right. What do we have going on otherwise? Oh, most of you have seen the Stitchrovia SAL, that mystery Sal with the quotes. I am so tempted, you guys. I am tempted beyond belief on that one. I really enjoy Stitchrovia Emma Condon's style. I love the way she uses typography. I think it's a great project. Anything for a charity pretty much has my money right there. What I really wish is that a list was released of all the colors of flosses that are used It looks to me from the first one that the flosses are definitely used in the first bit that's printed out, but I'd like to know, are there other colors? Because if I buy it, I don't have a lot of neutral colored fabrics here. So I'd like to be able to put all the flosses, you know, out on a couple of different colored fabrics and know if it's going to work or not. So I don't know. I don't know. I would love to know all the flosses used so I can really decide if I'm going to go for it or not. In all honesty, I'll probably go for it anyway. Saw a lot of you working on the Fabulous Women from History, the Clouds Factory Stitch Along. Eleanor Roosevelt's chair needs another leg, you guys. If you're stitching it, give that poor chair another leg. Just do it. Do it, do it, do it. So, anyway, some of you have, because I posted about that on Monday or Tuesday. It had to have been Tuesday in Stitch Mania. It's like, that chair needs another leg. So, a lot of you have been giving it another leg. So good job, guys. Give that chair all the legs it needs. Hey, William, and your sisters, Michaela, Sophie, and Iona. Congrats, girls, on passing your swim tests. That was lovely to hear. Like I said, I'm about 2.5 days behind everything, so that was the other day. And I watched Colors Cascades Fabric, where she was talking about there needs to be like an American Aussie food challenge because Stitcherista had a taste of Vegemite, and all the Aussies were going, no, 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 you put way too much stuff on that. Well, Aussies, I hate Tim Tams. They're absolutely nasty. I can't stand them at all. You have got to send me some double coat Tim Tams. I will eat them and suffer because they're terrible. All right. So the other day, it was snowing quite a bit, and I had to walk across campus to get to a meeting that I was attending. And by the time I got to the meeting, oh my goodness, you guys, my slacks were soaked, you know, 4 inches up from the ground. Because I'm short, my slacks drag on the ground a little bit. My shoes were soaked, my feet were soaked. It was just miserable. I was miserable through the whole meeting. And then I had to walk back across campus to get to my office. More freezing feet, more freezing ick on my slacks, and I had to wait another 1.5 hours before I could go home. That has implemented the emergency backup shoes and socks policy at work, so I had to take another pair of shoes and socks into work, because who wants cold feet in the middle of winter? Nobody. It's the way it is. So I've been stitching and I've been sewing, and you guys will be absolutely amazed that in between all of that, I have somehow managed to spend some time on WoW, running around with my guild, killing the things, having a good time. Last week, we do guild runs. What's tomorrow? Saturday nights is guild run night. So last week I happened to get there late, and they needed 12 to do the run that they were looking forward to, but I got there late and they didn't get their 12. We're a small guild, guys. We're small. We struggle. But, you know, we're close-knit, tight family. It's a lot of fun. So anyway, I said, hey, well, it's broken up, you know, there's 2 of them left, Mr. Swift and Sure, and our guild master. I'll cut it off. Anyway, I was like, I need to run just normal on a couple of these things, you know, the Halls of Valor and the Eye of Ajara and the one in High Mountain. And so Swift and Sure, he's like, yeah, no problem, I can solo these. And I'm like, what? You can solo a normal dungeon already? He's like, yeah, no problem, come along. And I'm like, all right. So my guild master, Swift and Sure, and then, so off we went to conquer these 3 dungeons. It was hilarious because they both had eye levels over 855, and here I am rocking the 785. They have over 4 million HP. I've got like 1.3 million HP, and I'm like, I'm just trying to stay alive. I'm just trying to stay alive, you know. So it was fun. We conquered all of the dungeons. You know, you get out recount so you see who's doing what. So I was pulling almost 15%, so I was not quite pulling my weight, but I was trying. And it's funny, you guys, because every single trash mob killed me. I died every single trash mob. but I lived for most of the major boss fights. You know, the boss fights would come and I'd manage to get out of there and stay alive. So I don't know what it is. Either I was reading the mechanics right for the boss fights and just being an absolute idiot when it came to the trash mobs, or what. I don't know. Then I'm squishy. I'm kind of squishy. So I need to get my eye levels up so we can do the things. But anyway, having a lot of fun in the WoW. Having a lot of fun in the WoW because I don't have enough to do on any given day, right? Let's stitch some, let's sew some, let's beat back the Legion. You know, we'll just do it all. Do it all. In addition to going to the gym. Right? Right. Okay. That's everything. That's more than everything. I got a lot of editing to do and I'm going to sit down and get right on it. You guys have a great weekend. It's International Hermit and Stitch Weekend, you guys. Stay home, go nowhere, stitch like mad fools. Send the frog away. Make sure, well, send the frog away. I hope the frog is not visiting you. I hope he stays far, far away from you. Hugs and stitches, everybody. Bye.